Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Craig Young and my little helper today is Sophia, my military macaw. Today's video is going to be my top tips for people that are new in parrots, but if you've been in parrots a long time, you might also find some of these tips really helpful. Whether you're new to parrots or you've had them for years and years, it's really easy to get into some really bad habits which can make your life much more difficult. So these tips, I hope, will equip you with some ideas which will make your life much more simple in the long run. The first thing on our list is diet. Diet is absolutely crucial and it influences absolutely everything within your parrot's life. How it behaves, its energy, its mental well-being, its physical health. Diet is absolutely crucial that you get it right. The second thing that you really need to learn when you get a parrot is body language. So that is why people get bitten all the time, because they don't read their parrots. They completely ignore what their parrot is saying to them. Can you stop that? Thank you very much. And they just get bitten. So they'll stick their hand out as it's saying, no, stay on your perch. She really wants to get involved, don't you? You just stay on your perch. Back to body language. So if you're approaching your bird as it's looking at you like it wants to bite you and you keep going, you deserve to be bitten. You need to respect these animals. They're really close to wild animals. Although we have hand reared them or we have them living within our homes, we must respect them and we must only do things on their terms. The next thing is that you absolutely nail the step up. It's crucial that your bird steps up perfectly. You never know, there's going to be a time, an emergency situation when you need to get your bird out fast, and if it's not stepping up, step up perfectly, then you are going to have, good girl, step down, a problem. You want them to step up, step down, step up, step down really well. It makes your life so much easier. So that leads us on to the next thing, which is having birds on your shoulder. I do not recommend it as such a controversial topic, but I do put my birds on my shoulders. You will see it quite often, but I only put them there if the step up is absolutely perfect and they come straight off my shoulder. If they're the type that's going to sit there, cling on, try and bite me if I remove them, I will not allow them to be there until we've nailed that step up again, worked hard on it and got them coming on and off my shoulder really easy as a trick. It's really important to remember that step up, there's a dog going past the window, is a trick, and we must always treat it like that. Good girl. A massive issue that people have is falling into the trap of having their little companion out of the cage far too much. It's important that they're comfortable being in there and it's not a stressful thing. If your bird is happy and content in there playing with its toys, that is brilliant. If you've got a bird that demands to be out with you constantly because the first week when you had it home it wasn't in its cage at all, that is a really bad way to get your bird. You want these birds to be able to be in there, content, that's their safe space, their zone. Like a kid likes to play with their toys in their bedroom, you want your bird to be really content in its cage, because if it's demanding to be with you 24/7, it's not actually good for the bird. If it can't be shut away when you've got something going on in the house, it makes life dangerous for these little guys. Please have a good balance of in time and out time. This next tip comes from your parrot training you rather than you training, hello, good girl, rather than you training it. It is going to your bird when it screams. If your bird screams, it's important that we ignore them. If we go there every time they scream, we're reinforcing it and we're training them to scream when they want you to go. So if your bird is screaming when you first get it home, just allow it to sit down, settle down, quieten down. When it's quiet, then go and interact with it. If you get a new bird home and it's screaming, just let it calm down. Do not go running straight to it, which is a really easy thing to do. Sometimes also people can't cope with the screaming, so they go to them to make them quiet, but actually you're just going to make it scream more and more. So a really useful tip is hello, is if your bird is screaming, ignore it. Just ignore it, and when it's calm, then go and interact with it. Isn't that right? Yes. You just want some love, don't you? Yes, I love you. Kisses, thank you. You're very gentle. You go and sit on your perch. Do not share food from your plate with your bird. Some people really insist on doing it. It's not something I agree with, especially if it's all cooked processed foods. You just don't know exactly what's in it. They tend to be really high in salt, which is not good for your birds. If you want your bird to be eating, it's a really social thing for the bird to do while you are, create a plate of its own food that it can sit and eat. But ideally, if you're going to have your bird around you when you're eating, you want to train it to remain on the back of a chair or on a perch and be quite content sat there until you've finished eating. It is really possible to train your bird. You stop trying to kiss me to do this. So please, please, please do not feed your bird food off of your plate. My final tip for this video is regarding allowing your bird to chew on zips, buttons and jewellery. This is a massive no-no. So not only does it destroy all of your belongings, but the things within the metals, the plastics can be really toxic to your birds if ingested. So it's really, really important that when you first have a bird that wants to pick at some buttons, chew at a zip, pull at your earrings, that we nip it in the bud and just prevent them from doing that straight away, because it does progress worse. And although it can be really, really amusing at the start when your bird is having a play with a button or something, when they're destroying every button off of every item of clothing you have, people soon get fed up of it. So it's better that we address the issue, and prevention is much better than cure. If you found that helpful or you've liked today's video, make sure you give us a massive thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. But to finish the video today, I'm going to leave you with a little update on how Sophia's coming along with her target training. We touched on it in a previous video, and the next footage that you will see is how she's progressing with her target training. Leave me alone. I hope you've enjoyed. Can you step up? Are you going to show everyone? Can you step up? Can you step up? Oh, good girl. Now that is a prime example of when they can be on your shoulder. So back to what we were saying. I'm going to leave you with some of her progress and how she's doing with her target training, and I hope you enjoy it.